Thank you, James. Cheers, Jeremy. I think it's the actual word toupee that's funny, isn't it? That was great. Wednesday, 5th of September 2018 and live till 5. Yes, it's the big show on Radio 2.
Wright in the afternoon, now playing everywhere.
A boy's born in hot time, Mississippi, surrounded by four walls that ain't so pretty. His parents give him love and affection to keep him strong, moving in the right direction, living just enough for the city. His father works some days for 14 hours, and you can bet he barely makes $1. His mother goes to scrub the floors for many, and you best believe she hardly gets a penny, living just enough for the city. His sister's black, but she is shown up pretty. Her skirt is short, but Lord, her legs are sturdy. To walk to school, she's got to get up early. Her clothes are old, but never are they dirty. Living just enough for the city. Her brother's smart, he's got more sense than many. His patience long, but soon he won't have any. To find a job is like a haystack needle, 'cause where he lives, they don't use colored people. Living just enough for the city.
Oh, what a song! Stevie Wonder. What an opener! Phenomenal. How are you, Steve? Right in the afternoon on BBC Radio 2, right here till 5. I got a crew. I got traffic. I got information. I got showbiz. I got it all. I got guests. And I got the hands up. Hands up for back to little school or even first day at school. Not you, Jill. Hands up for cleaning the kitchen, doing the floor, the washing up, the sink and all that. It's not a bad job, that. It's very satisfying. Hands up for a fresh piercing. Ooh. No. Not you, Tim.
Do you remember Agatha's being in such an early song? I've heard a rumor from ground control it's true. They got a message from the action man. I'm happy, hope you're happy too. I've loved all of needed love, saw the details fall away. The shrieking when nothing is killing, just pictures of chap girls and synthesis. And I ain't got no money and I ain't got no hands. But I'm hoping to kick because glad it is glowing. Ashes to ash and funk to funk it. We know Major Tom's a junkie, strung out in heaven's high, hitting an all-time low. Time and again I tell myself I'll stay clean tonight, but the little green wheels are following me. Oh no, not again. I'm stuck with a valuable friend. I'm happy, hope you're happy too. One flash of light, but no smoking pistol. I've never done good things. I've never done bad things. I never did anything out of the blue. Whoa. Want an axe to break the ice. Wanna come down right now. Ashes to ashes, funk to funk. We know Major Tom's a junkie, strung out in heaven's high, hitting an all-time road. My mama said, to get things done, you better not mess with Major Tom. My mama said, to get things done, you better not mess with Major Tom. My mama said, to get things done, you better not mess with Major Tom. My mama said, to get things done, you better not
With Major Tom. Oh, it's nice, so nice to hear that again. Ashes to Ashes, David Bowie on Radio 2. Well, you can email us at steve.wright@bbc.co.uk if you need a shout out or want to say hello to somebody, whatever. You can text 88291 and tweet us at BBC Radio 2.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. BBC Radio 2.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
The Big Show.
The weather for the United Kingdom, plenty of sunshine this afternoon for Wales and Northern England. That's what it says, with cloud and heavy rain across Scotland and Northern Ireland. A high of only 21 in Weymouth. Although, I don't know, it feels cooler. Or is that just in here? Tonight, rain moving into northern England and Wales overnight. Mainly dry elsewhere, though feeling cool. Tomorrow, a sunny start, although cloud and rain will move south through Scotland into northern England throughout the day and later into central England and Wales, and staying dry in the south. That's tomorrow, Thursday. Meanwhile, back to today being Wednesday. Lights on sunset tonight, Newcastle, 7:49. In London, Derry 8:12. In Bristol, 7:48. And Ipswich, 7:34.
Are you the kind who puts your heart on the line, or who stays out of reach? 'Cause unlike other guys, I won't waste your time. I just wanna practice what I preach. Girl, love can be such a challenge, a game where there can be two winners. Unlike any sport, it depends on the prize and knowing where the real thing lies. To make a 'cause love can be such a challenge, a game where there can be two winners. Unlike any sport, it depends on the prize and knowing where the real thing lies. To make a long story short, oh baby, I can make you feel good. I can make you feel so forget about what he did wrong. Oh baby, I can make you feel good. I can make you feel good.
Shalimar, I can make you feel good.
Today's big question. Oh, hello,
Jeremy.
this is Jeremy Vine.
Yeah.
Do you have your car VIN number? VIN VIN number. Mine is 234768119. No, hang on. No,
wrong?
correction. It's 269-245-81321111.co.uk. I think that's correct.
Hi.
Here we go again.
Joe Wiley and Simon Mayo.
Welcome to the show.
Hi, well, thank you very much. You're welcome to the show as well.
Weekdays from 5.
Kiefer Sutherland.
You were just sitting at the Elton John piano just before you came in.
Is that what that was?
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I wouldn't have touched it.
Dear Father Simon and the Sympathetic Syndicate. No?
You hope.
Oh, yeah, okay, that sounded harsh. How on earth can you do a fish finger lasagna?
You so can.
Nadia Hussein, of course.
Go
The
on.
things I can do with fish fingers. My record at the moment is 18 in one sitting. That's the record.
Never done more than 4.
Back this afternoon from 5.
Hi, this is Trump. I love the F5 key. It's very refreshing.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. Radio 2.
If you want to contact Steve Wright in the afternoon, email steve.wright@bbc.co.uk, text 88291, or tweet at BBC Radio 2.
I know you moved on to someone new. Whole life is beautiful. You were the light for me to find my truth. I just want to say thank you.
Leaving to find my soul. Told her I had to go. And I know it ain't pretty when our hearts get broke. Too young to feel this old. Watching us both turn cold. Oh, I know it ain't pretty when two hearts get broke. Yeah, I know it ain't pretty when two hearts get broke.
I hope someday we'll sit down together and laugh with each other about these days, these days. All our troubles we'll lay to rest and we'll wish we could come back to these days, these days. These days, these days. These days, these days.
3 years of ups and downs, nothing to show for it now. And I know it ain't pretty when the fire burns out. Calling me when I'm drunk, remind me of what I've done. And I know it ain't pretty when you're trying to move on.
Yeah, I hope someday we'll sit down together and laugh with each other about these days, these days. All our troubles we'll lay to rest and we'll wish we could come back to these days, these days. Oh, I know, I know. Oh, I know, I know. Oh, I know, I know. These days, these days. Oh, I know, I know. Oh, I know, I know. Oh, I know, I know. These days, these days.
Cigarettes in the ashtray, reminiscing on those past days. I thought you didn't know my last name, but that changed. And I traveled around the world, think where you living at now. I heard you moved to Austin, got an apartment and settled down. And every once in a while, I start texting, write a paragraph, but then I delete the message. Think about you like a pastime. I could cry you a river, get you baptized. Or I wasn't ready to act right. Used to always think I'd get you back right. They say that things fall apart. We
the big broadcast today, Georgia Toffolo, a.k.a. Toff, from Made in Chelsea, and also the Queen of the Jungle. Robert Muchamore with his new novel for young adults. It's called Killer T. Jono Coleman back with Russ Williams for a new podcast called Russ and Jono Rebooted. Jono now perfectly well after being ill for a while. And Tim Smith and Bobby Pryor and James Kelly with the news, and Joe Saka with the sport, and the oldies chosen by Kelly Starling in Norfolk. All that and more.
Bobby Pryor, broadcaster extraordinaire. Doesn't do car repairs or alterations, now or ever.
Yeah, I heard that.
Said the fight to make ends meet keeps a man up on his feet, holding down his job, trying to show he can't be bought. Who takes every kind of people to make what life's about, yeah. Kind of people to make the world go round. Someone's looking for a lead. It is duty to a king or to a queen, protecting what he feels is right, fights against wrong with his life. Men know that revenge does not taste sweet, whether yellow, black or white. Each and every man's the same inside. Who takes every kind of people to make what life's about, yeah. It takes every kind of people to make the world go round. Do, 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 do. About, yeah. It takes every kind of people to make the world go round. Every kind of people.
Every kind of people. It's Robert Palmer, BBC Radio 2. Coming up at 5, Joe and Simon. Joined by columnist Dolly Alderton talking about her new book. And there's another end of days quiz, a new confession and more life hacks. Then the folk show with Mark Radcliffe at 8 with the best in folk and acoustic music. And tonight, classically trained singer and pianist Olivia Cheney plays live in the Salford studio. Then it's Ricky Ross's New Tradition. Then Sarah Cox at 10, OJ Borge at 12, then Pick of the Pops, Paul Gambaccini at 3. All on Radio 2.
My mother kinda has it when I was just 7. Even then the folks in town said we're prejudiced eyes. That boy's not right. 3 years ago when I came to know Mary, first time that someone looked beyond the rumors and the lies and saw the man inside. We used to walk down by the river.
next morning, here was I surrounded by 1,000 fingers suddenly pointed right at me. I swear I left her by the river. I swear I left her safe and sound. I need to make it to the river and leave this old Nebraska town. I think about my life gone by, how it's done me wrong. There's no escape for me this time. All of my rescues are gone, long gone. I swear I left her by the river. I swear I left her safe and sound. Oh, I need to make it to the river and leave this old Nebraska town.
Richard Marx and Hazard. Can you give a shout out to me and my dad Andy driving back from a few days in the Lake District to the South Coast and play us something funky to drive to? I will later. Loving the show. That's from Georgie. Steve, can you give my hubby Nigel Fowler happy birthday? Happy birthday, Nigel. I love him very much. Great show as always. Thank you from Sarah. And Stephen team, can you give a shout out to Levi and Fionn? Congratulations on having a little boy. Name is Roman. Currently holidaying Torquay. Love Lisa and Ryan. When the jingle stops,
88 to 91 FM.
it'll be 2:30.
BBC Radio 2.
Oi! How's it going? William Shakespeare here, the greatest playwright that ever lived. Check these out. Hear my soul speak. The very instant that I saw you, did my heart fly to your service. Yes, it did, love. That's a bit special. Check you later. The Bard.
Later, Bill. Laters.
The atmosphere at Proms in the Park is utterly unique.
This weekend, we return to Hyde Park to celebrate the last night of the Proms.
And this year, the party promises to be even bigger.
With headliner Gladys Knight,
Also performing live,
Lisa Stansfield,
Josh Groban,
Matt Goss,
Joseph Kalea,
The Rock Choir.
and the BBC Concert Orchestra.
It's BBC Proms in the Park. Saturday afternoon from 5 on Radio 2.
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Wow. I reckon Michael's good enough to do some commercials on the telly now. Perhaps for bleach.
Worked in this factory for too long.
Or anything.
Can't remember when I last had
You hear that delivery?
some time to breathe and be on my own, and to do things just for a laugh. To be a clown, to paint the town where the sunshine can heal my bones. In 5 more days I'll be on my way, where my fantasies will unfold. 'Cause there are 5 more days till summer takes me away. There are 5 more days till summer. 5
summer. Hey, Steve, big shout out to the Greaves family travelling home after a road trip to Spain and Portugal. Daddy Jonathan Greaves has been a star doing all the driving. This is from Dawn Greaves and children Jacob and Jessica in the back seat. Are we nearly home yet? Having the show. It's good to be back on British soil and with Radio 2 tuned in on the car radio. That's from Dawn. And this is Moving On. It's Moving with no G, by the way. This is Paul Weller. New from Paul on Radio 2.
I got the key to my home. I don't need nothing else. I watch the evening sky. Oh, and it's painting itself. There's such colors and shades to help my mind reappraise. Simple beauty unfolds. It struck me deep in my bones. I'm moving on. The moment finally has come. Like a pebble is thrown, so deep and unknown, so deep in me too. This feeling will do that I'm moving on. I got love all around. I don't need nothing else. I watch the evening sky. Oh, and it's painting itself. This feeling strong. You have to go and count the cost. Through the heartaches and pain, through the darkness again, till you find yourself back in the light once again to show. Oh, you're moving on. I watch the evening sky. Oh, and it's painting itself. I'm moving on. The ocean lies in water drown. Like a pebble is thrown, small wings from the grow to the big picture to show that I'm moving on. I got love all around. I don't need nothing else.
Paul Weller, moving on. Let me bring on Bobby Pryor and Tim Smith, and let's take a look at some factoids. Over to you, Bobby. What you got?
What do you think is the oldest dance in the world?
Oh,
You know, a quick step.
The waltz.
No, it's the belly dance, the historians reckon. They reckon it's a dance that originated 6,000 years ago, practiced by many ancient cultures, and even though the modern belly dance has many negative connotations and is considered to be a little bit seductive, so watch yourselves if you're doing it at home, it had a totally different purpose in ancient times.
Fantastic. I'd like to see you do a belly dance.
I wouldn't like to see you.
Listen to this. This is incredible. A modern Formula One racing car could drive upside down in a tunnel at 120 miles per hour. Ask me why, Bobby.
Why?
F1 cars produce around 3.5 G when cornering. That means they've got enough aerodynamic downforce to drive upside down in a tunnel.
The word meditation is from the Proto-Indo-European root Med, meaning take appropriate measures.
Factoids.
88 to 91 FM, BBC Radio 2. Life makes me mad and time makes me sad, but you make me happy. You let me grieve when I don't achieve, and you make me happy. Out of the two of us, you're first past the post. When it comes to love, you always love the most. With every day, I've reason to say that you make me happy. It's no big deal, this way that I feel, that you make me happy. Out of the two of us, you're first past the post. When it comes to love, you always love the most. Years come and go, and I love you so, and you make me happy. Out of the two of us, you're first past the post. When it comes to love, you always love the most. I don't live in the days that have been when you made me happy. I make my vow to here and to now, 'cause you make me happy. You make me happy.
The Food and Hospitality Exhibition is on in Dublin, that's Ireland. The Health and Care Innovation Expo has opened in Manchester. And it's the first day of the Moscow International Book Fair in Russia. Some young folks start school or go back to school today. The 75th Venice Film Festival continues. And former White House Chief Strategist Steve Bannon will attend the premiere of American Dharma, a documentary about him. And the world premiere of The House with a Clock in Its Walls will be held in London, with Kate Blanchett and Jack Black expected to be there. 9 p.m. on BBC One, DIY SOS Grenfell, the first part of a two-part special where Nick and the team build 2 new buildings for the Grenfell community. In the awards dues in London, it's the Baking Industry Awards today and the GQ Men of the Year Awards. The World Cheese Awards have opened for entries today.
More cheese, Gromit.
And over at the Royal Albert Hall, it's Prom 71 with Sir John Elliott Gardner and his orchestra Révolutionnaire et Romantique, playing the tunes. That's live over on Radio 3 from 7 p.m. The real Dave Gorman begins his stand-up tour in Manchester. League of Gentlemen play Oxford. And happy birthday, Johnny Vegas.
Some jobs you do, they're really organic. You turn up on the day and you go, right, here's the start, here's the end. That normally when I write something. Yes. I did a DVD with Stuart Lee and the script was an A4 piece of paper with 8 boxes and stick men.
Well, that's the ultimate in surreal.
You know, and you're going, yeah, well, you get kidnapped by an ice cream man and taken to Edinburgh. That's all you need to know.
That's it.
Yeah, and along the way, things happen.
Headline today, church bells, kettles and clocks. It's the relaxing new sound of Radio 3. This was a piece, I heard Chris talking about this morning. BBC Radio 3 will devote a monthly slot to relaxing sounds, such as church bells or boiling kettles, to help people escape the frenzy of everyday life.
That's a great idea. I love church bells, don't you?
All right, let me
sure
do a boiling kettle for you.
No, I'm not sure about the kettle. Quite like a lawnmower, don't you? A hand push lawnmower?
When you hear that first lawnmower sound at the start of summer, it is fantastic. I was in a church recently and they were practising the bell ringing. It was hilarious because they were out of tune. I have never, ever, ever heard bell ringers out of tune. I mean, they were practising. They were new people. And my aunt and I stood in a church near Swaffham Prior. Sorry, maybe Swaffham Bulbeck. Anyway, they were practising. Sorry, I don't want to name and shame.
Norfolk way, yeah?
Yeah, no, Cambridgeshire way. But anyway,
way.
but the whole point was it was hilarious because we were on a church and we were trying to be quiet, but it was definitely out of tune. But of course they were practising, so it was all right.
We used to live in Berkshire and our neighbours were bell ringers and they used to rehearse with the small bells and then they also were big bell ringers at the church as well, pulling the ropes and everything. And unfortunately, some people across the way, it's nothing really, they had those big birds across the way, peacocks.
Peacocks, yeah.
And the peacocks would be attracted to the bell ringing. So the peacocks would jump out of the garden across the street and come over to the bell ringers, our neighbours.
Go mad.
Yeah, so we lived next to people ringing a bell and peacocks invading us. And then the cat would get on the roof, frightened of these giant peacocks.
Crikey. I bet when the old bell ringers took to it, the property values fell, didn't they?
Well, actually, no, because it was very pleasant.
I like the handbell stuff. That's like a gen game from 1974, really, isn't it?
Don't mistake what I'm saying here. I really love bell ringers and I love
Peacocks.
Yeah,
did they used to spread their feathers or not?
Yeah, they were Wright show-offs, yeah.
How did we get onto this, anyway?
I don't know. Where am I? Georgia Toffolo later. Here she is.
Stanley, I've been given this wonderful opportunity to write a weekly column. You're obviously a very esteemed writer. How do I get going?
The thing is, you've got to have an idea what you want to write about. I mean, that is the trick.
I want to write about the funny
Oh, that sounds like Stanley to me.
Good.
I want to entertain.
Good,
I
that
want
is
to
fine.
thrill.
That is absolutely fine. And the way to do it is just to put a random letter.
From Made in Chelsea. Robert Muchamore with his new novel for young adults. It's called Killer Tea. And Jono Coleman back with Russ Williams for a new podcast called Russ and Jono Rebooted. Jono now perfectly well, as I mentioned earlier, after being unwell. All that later on The Big Show.
Now to judge what I'm doing, are you high enough to skills that I'm ruined? Cause I'm ruined. Is it late enough for you to come and stay over? Cause we're free to love, so tease me. I made no promises, I can't do golden rings, but I'll give you everything. Tonight. Magic is in the air, there ain't no science here, so come get your everything. Tonight. I made no promises, I can't do golden rings, but I'll give you everything. Tonight. Magic is in the air, there ain't no science here, so come get your everything. Tonight. Tonight. You acting tonight. Is it loud enough? Cause my body is calling for you, calling for you. I need someone to do the things that I do. I'm healing on, energy taking control. I'm speeding up, my heartbeat's dancing along. I made no promises, I can't do golden rings, but I'll give you everything. Tonight. Magic is in the air, there ain't no science here, so come get your everything. Tonight. I made no promises, I can't do golden rings, but I'll give you everything. Tonight. Magic is in the air, there ain't no science here, so come get your everything. Tonight. Tonight. You acting tonight. Cause I need a green light, day and night, say that you're mine. Cause I need your green light, day and night.
That really is superb. Calvin Harris, Sam Smith, of course, Promises. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Email steve.wright@bbc.co.uk. Text 88291. Tweet us at BBC Radio 2. Here's Bobby back again. What you got?
Steve, thank you. A66 eastbound, closed between Great Burton and the Darlington Great Burton roundabout, the A1150, and that's to recover that earlier accident, so it's still shut. A177 between Stockton and Sedgefield. Now, they've got fallen power cables just near to Thorpe Thulis, so you've got heavy traffic through there, but it does look like you can get through. The A38 between the M1 at Junction 28 in Mansfield is closed at Sutton in Ashfield. The M1 heading south, the accident between 19 and 18 past the Catthorpe interchange. We've got one lane shut still with that accident. And the M1 northbound, 16 to 17 to Coventry, again, breakdown, one lane is shut. M25 problems. First of all, if you're clockwise at 6 for Godstone, we've got one lane closed with an accident. And then if you're on the anti-clockwise side at 6, we've got, looks like a separate accident on the anti-clockwise stretch. And then this is just in M6 northbound 6 to 7 up from Spaghetti Junction. We've got an accident that's closed one lane. Back with another one for you in 40 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
If you're going to San Francisco, be sure to wear some flowers in your hair. If you're going to San Francisco, you're gonna meet some gentle people there. For those who come to San Francisco, summertime will be a loving there. In the streets of San Francisco, gentle people with flowers in their hair. All across the nation, such a strange vibration, people in motion. There's a whole generation with a new explanation. People in motion. People in motion. For those who come to San Francisco, be sure to wear some flowers in your hair. If you come to San Francisco, summertime will be loving there. If you come to San Francisco, summertime will be loving there.
All right, some more news around and about. Uber is to block customers in Australia and New Zealand from its ride service if they have a low passenger rating. And this is a shocker because I didn't even know Uber rated you. I knew that you can rate them, but they rate you as well. Riders rated 4 out of 5 stars or lower will be banned for 6 months. This is in Australia. Ratings are based on feedback left by drivers after each journey. The move is aimed at improving passenger behaviour, the company said. Now, as you've heard, US President Donald Trump has condemned a book on his White House by renowned Watergate journalist Bob Woodward as a con on the public. Mr. Trump's Chief of Staff and Defense Secretary, in responses posted by the President on Twitter, described the book as pathetic and fiction. In the book, senior aides are quoted as saying they hid sensitive documents to prevent Mr. Trump signing them. They are quoted as calling him an idiot and a liar, quote unquote. This is Steve Wright in the afternoon. Georgia Toffolo with us later. Also Jono Coleman and Robert Muchamore. BBC presenter Rachel Bland has died at the age of 40, almost 2 years after being diagnosed with breast cancer. You'll recall we spoke to her actually just about 3 or 4 weeks ago. Her family confirmed she died peacefully at home in the early hours of this morning. She was a familiar voice on 5 Live as a newsreader and presenter, and won praise for co-hosting You, Me and the Big C podcast about cancer. OK, let's have a look and see what else is happening today. Amazon has become the second company to be worth more than $1 trillion. That's £777 billion. Is that right? 1 trillion is 777 billion.
I've got £780 billion here, so yeah, around about that figure, I guess.
Well, you haven't obviously looked at the exchange rate today.
It's on the exchange rate. Good point.
OK, do you want to do the birthdays and anniversaries?
Oh, please.
All right, you'll get these. You know you'll get these. Jesse James. Yeah.
Just like Jesse James.
Yeah.
American outlaw.
Cher.
Yeah.
He was an American outlaw, yeah. With his elder brother. Oh, who was his elder brother?
Oh, it was Ike, wasn't it? Ike James.
No.
You're thinking of Ike Turner.
Frank James.
Here comes the James boys, yeah. Frank and Jesse.
Yes.
Yeah. And there was that song where they bring the cat down, don't they? Jesse, you always...
That's a different song. But isn't it what's the Emilio Estevez Young Guns film all about? Isn't that about Jesse James?
I believe so. I stand to be corrected, though. Daryl F. Zanuck, Tim?
Oh, he was a world-famous surfer, wasn't he? He was the world surfing champion in 1952,
Come
I think.
on, be serious.
A very famous film producer, I believe, and director.
Yeah, a film producer, began his career writing stories for Rin Tin Tin. But you know who Rin Tin Tin was?
He's a dog.
Yeah, he was a Hollywood dog.
Yeah, wasn't he in Champion the Wonder Horse, the Rin Tin Tin dog?
No,
what was the
Rebel.
dog?
That was about a horse called Champion.
No, but what was the name of the dog? He also had a dog. That was Rin Tin Tin.
No, Rin Tin Tin was somebody entirely different.
Oh, okay, got my dogs mixed up.
The death of Group Captain Sir Douglas Bader, British fighter pilot who lost both his legs in a flying accident but talked his way back into the RAF to serve in World War II. That's obviously a true story, and I was just trying to think who was in the movie.
Unbelievable story, unbelievable film as well. Kenneth Moore played Douglas Bader.
Kenneth Moore,
it's
yes.
a brilliant film. I remember seeing that as a kid. And of course, Douglas Bader not only got back into a Spitfire and fought in the Battle of Britain, he was at Colditz Castle as well for a while as a prisoner of war.
Incredible. He died this day, 1982. Let's have a look and see what else. Oh, this day, 1963.
Train robbery.
No, that
was also elected.
No, wait. This lady is at the centre of a scandal that rocked the British government.
Wow, Christine Keeler.
Christine Keeler, yeah, she was at the centre of this scandal this day, 1963. Call girl at the centre of the Profumo scandal that rocked the British Conservative government is charged with perjury this day, 1963. OK, Wednesday afternoon, Radio 2. You're on the big show, look.
Cupid don't love me like he used to do, 'cause I'm broken hearted way too soon. I let my guard down, the devil's gone and left me a bruise. Rocks at the bottom when I try again. Romeo still lives in my head. Thought I would settle down when happy ever after had been said. 6, 5, 4, 3. Too many times I wish I never cared. Been torn and twisted, oh I swear. Too many nights crying that it's not fair. If I get hurt again, I need a lifetime to repair. I need a lifetime to They told me stories and they got me good. Who's saying fairy tales aren't true? If he saves me from the dragon, well, for that loving I'll be a fool. I'd overlook the stupid things he does. Straight up forgive him when he's wrong. When he's falling off the wagon, we still dance to our favorite slow song. 6, 5, 4, 3. Too many times I wish I never It's a game of truth or dare. Give me that guarantee and I'll be there. Heaven knows I've tried my best. Now I'm swimming in a sea of loneliness. Wanna take that chance, I wanna say yeah.
A lifetime to repair. It's Kylie Minogue.
I wish I never cared. Been torn and twisted, oh I swear. Too many nights.
Now, in the next hour, the non-stop oldies chosen by Kelly Starling in Garboldisham. I think. Yeah. Garboldisham in Norfolk. I'm just saying it to myself, trying to convince myself I've got it right. Also got Georgia Toffolo coming on, aka Toff from Made in Chelsea, and a chance to get on Love Songs.
BBC News at 3 o'clock. This is James Kelly. Theresa May says the two men suspected of carrying out the nerve agent attack in Salisbury in March were officers from Russian military intelligence. Prosecutors say there's enough evidence to charge the pair, named as Alexander Petrov and Ruslan Bashirov, with conspiracy to murder. The Prime Minister told the Commons that the attack on the former Russian spy, Sergei Skripal, and his daughter Yulia wasn't a rogue operation, but had almost certainly been approved at a senior level of the Russian state. Britain's head of counter-terrorism operations, Neil Basu, said the incident was also linked to the poisoning of a couple in Amesbury in June.
Over the last 6 months, we've meticulously followed the evidence, working closely with specialist forensic teams and scientists, as we have investigated both the attack on Sergei and Yulia Skripal in Salisbury and the poisoning of Dawn Sturgis and Charlie Rowley. Let me be clear, we have no doubt that these two incidents are connected and they form one investigation.
A 17-year-old boy is among 5 people who've been arrested on suspicion of being members of a banned far-right group. They're all being held in a police station in the West Midlands. The BBC broadcaster Rachel Bland has died at the age of 40, almost 2 years after being diagnosed with breast cancer. In a statement, her husband Steve said she was perfect in every way. She was a newsreader and presenter on 5 Live, and last year, along with 2 friends, started the podcast You, Me and the Big C, which dealt with issues surrounding cancer. The controller of 5 Live, Jonathan Wall, said the programme was groundbreaking.
It's 3 girls being so raw and honest that you can't help but fall in love with a conversation and be part of it. I think to do the finest work of your life in the final year of your life is an amazing thing to do.
Royal Bank of Scotland is closing 54 branches in England and Wales, putting more than 250 jobs at risk. RBS says this will be in addition to 162 closures announced earlier this year. Doctor Who will move from its traditional Saturday night slot when the show returns to BBC One next month. The programme will be broadcast on Sunday evenings instead. This will be Jodie Whittaker's first series since taking on the lead role. At his first news conference since announcing his retirement from international cricket, the England batsman Alistair Cook has revealed he'd been considering his future for the past 6 months. His final match for England will be the 5th test against India, which starts on Friday. Cook said he hasn't planned his next steps, but he was looking forward to spending more time with his young family.
I've never really done any media, I've never done any coaching, I've just focused really on trying to score runs for England and Essex, and I'm going to definitely have a few months off now and go back home. I imagine I'll be changing nappies and then we'll cross whatever happens in the new year, and it'll be exciting.
Alistair Cook, and that's the BBC News at 3 minutes past 3. Our next at 4.
Thank you very much.
The non-stop oldies, brought to you daily by Steve Wright in the afternoon.
Starling in Garboldisham in Norfolk is picking these non-stop oldies, starting with Coldplay and Clocks.
It's hit after hit, the non-stop oldies every day.
Long ago, and oh so far away, I fell in love with you before the second show. Your guitar, it sounds so sweet and clear, but you're not really here. It's just the radio. Don't you remember you told me you loved me, baby? You said you'd be coming back this way again, baby. Baby, 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 oh baby, I love you, I really do. Loneliness is such a sad affair, and I can hardly wait to be with you again. What to say to make you come again, baby? Come back to me again, and play your sad guitar. Don't you remember you told me you loved me, baby? You said you'd be coming back this way again, baby. Baby, 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 oh baby, I love you, I really do. Don't you remember you told me you loved me, baby? You said you'd be coming back this way again, baby. Baby, 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 oh baby,
It's one of those songs you know all the words to all your life.
I really do.
Carpenters and Superstar, as chosen by Kelly Starling in Garboldisham in Norfolk. I'm 45, moved to Norfolk 4 years ago, where I've bought a shop and a post office. Previously, I commuted into London for 25 years from Kent. And then Hertfordshire, where I met my husband Robbie at work. We both worked in the diamond industry, but we decided to change our way of living and have never looked back. Wow. We met and married within a year, and we're still going strong 22 years later. We got two wonderful children, Dorothy and Dylan, who are now 19 and 11, and our Springer Spaniel, Jimmy. Music's always been a big part of our lives, and we're all passionate about our favourite bands, often travelling miles to see them. I'm off to watch the Arctic Monkeys in Manchester. Thank you for playing my oldies. We have the radio on all day in the shop and the post office, so you're all a big part of our daily life. Can I get a book of first-class stamps, please? It's Kelly Starling. Got yourself a badge, and your oldies playing.
fall to pieces. You just sit there wishing you could still make love. They're the ones who hate you when you think you got the world. Oh, so stars. They're the ones who spit at you. You will be the one screaming out. Don't leave me high. Don't leave me dry. Don't leave me high. Don't leave me dry. It's the best thing that you ever had. The best thing that you ever had. It's the best thing that you ever had. The best thing you've had has gone away. So don't leave me high. Don't leave me dry. Don't leave me high. Don't leave me dry. Don't leave me
Non-stop oldies. There's Radiohead, High and Dry, of course. Ricky Ross's new tradition on the air tonight at 9. Live from Glasgow, Deacon Blues lead singer traces the roots, influences and origins of today's music and songwriting. This week's playlist features some of the acts that have name-checked their influences or have been referenced in song. That's tonight, Ricky Ross's new tradition. Third of 4 shows. That's at 9 o'clock tonight on Radio 2. Now the oldies continue with Glenn Campbell.
I am a lineman for the county, and I drive the main road, searching in the sun for another overload. I hear you singing in the wire, I can hear you through the whine, and the Wichita lineman is still on the line. I know I need a small vacation, but it don't look like rain. And if it snows, that stretch down south won't ever stand the strain. And I need you more than want you, and I want you for all time. And the Wichita lineman is still on the line. And I need you more than want you, and I want you for all time. And the Wichita lineman is still on the line.
better? Or do you feel the same? Will it make it easier on you now? You got someone to blame. You said one love, one life, when it's one need in the night, one love, we get to share it. Leaves you, baby, if you don't care for it. Did I disappoint you or leave a bad taste in your mouth? You act like you never had love, and you want me to go without. Well, it's too late tonight to drag the past out into the light. We're one, but we're not the same. We get to carry each other, carry each other. Whoa. Have you come here for forgiveness? Have you come to raise the dead? Have you come here to play Jesus to the lepers in your head? Did I ask too much, more than a lot? You gave me nothing, now it's all I got. We're one, but we're not the same. Well, we hurt each other, then we're doing it again. You say love is a temper, love a higher love. Love is a temper, love the higher love. You asked me to enter, well then you made me crawl, and I can't be holding on to what you got when all you got is hurt. One love, one blood, one life. You got to do what you should. One life with each other, sisters, brothers. One life, but we're not the same. We get to carry each other, carry each other.
You two and one. Bono's got his voice back there. Well, now, as we always say, you can leave your dedication for this Sunday's Love Songs on Radio 2's Facebook page this afternoon now, if you like. If you want to send us a dedication for love songs for this Sunday morning's programme, all you do is go to Facebook and search for Radio 2. You'll see our Love Songs post. All you got to do is comment underneath it before 5 o'clock this afternoon, please. Make sure you say who you are and where you're from, along with who the dedication might be for Love Songs. We do read all the dedications you leave on Facebook, so please make sure if you're listening to Love Songs from 9 a.m. on Sunday morning, you might get yours on, so go ahead and do what you can. If you'd like a dedication on Love Songs, go to Facebook, search for BBC Radio 2, leave your comment under the Love Songs post, and don't forget you got until 5.
Steve Wright's Sunday Love Songs.
88 to 91 FM, BBC Radio 2.
I'm not a woman, I'm not a man. I am something that you never understand.
you. I never lie. If you're evil, I'll forgive you. Bye bye, 'cause I would die for you. Yeah, darling, if you want me to, I would die for you. I'm not your lover, I'm not your friend. I am something that you never comprehend. No need to worry, no need to cry. I'm your Messiah and you're the reason why. 'Cause you, I would die for you. Yeah, darling, if you want me to, you, I would die for you. Wow. You're just a sinner, I am told. Be a fire when you're cold. Make you happy when you're sad. Make you good when you are bad. I'm a human, I'm a dove. I'm your conscience, I am love. All I really need is to know that you leave. Yeah, I would die for you. Yeah, darling, if you want me to, you, I would die for you. Yeah, say one more time, I love you. I would die for you. Darling, if you want me to, you, I would die for you.
Kelly Starling in Baldersham in Norfolk is picking these non-stop oldies, getting herself a badge. And that was Prince and the Revolution, I Would Die For You. Got one more to come.
Non-stop oldies.
Shadows falling, baby. We stand alone. Out on the street, anybody you meet got a heartache of their own. Make it a crime to be lonely or sad. You got a reason for living, you battle on. With the love you're living on, you gotta be mine. We take it away. It's gotta be night and day, just a matter of time. And we got nothing to be guilty of. Our love will climb any mountain, near or far. We are, and we never let it end. We are devotion, and we got nothing to be sorry for. Our love is one in a million. Eyes can see that we got a highway to the sky. I don't wanna hear your goodbye.
Pulses racing, darling, how grand we are. Little by little we meet in the middle. There's danger in the dark. Ain't gonna be a leader. Make it a crime to be out in the cold. Ain't gonna be a leader. Hey, you got a reason for living. You better run with the love you've been. You gotta be mine. We take it away. It's gotta be night and day, just a matter of time. And we got nothing to be guilty of. Our love will climb any mountain, near or far. We are, and we never let it end. We are devotion, and we got nothing to be sorry for. Our love is one in a million. Eyes can't see that we got a highway to the sky.
3:30 now in the UK. Those were the non-stop oldies. Guilty, Barbara Streisand and Barry Gibb. Hey up, Steve, can you play a groovy tune as we're driving down from Chester to the Goodwood Revival? That's Phil and Jane. Hello, Phil and Jane. Drive careful, like. Can you tell my dad Nick to ring me? I know he's listening up on the roof. That's Luke in Sidmouth. Can I have happy birthday shout out to Alistair on the scaffold doing some work from JP? And can you give a shout out to Jamie and Debbie in Norwich? Jamie's just had his first day at school. Love from Big Brother Dan in York. You got it.
Greetings, everyone. This is Jeremy Vine. But am I the real Jeremy Vine or the afternoon Jeremy Vine on Steve Wright in the afternoon? Only you can see me, Jeff. Only you. Let me know at why do staple machines suddenly not work? Is there a spare reservation in the Aberdeen Steakhouse? Because there usually is. /Demi Lovato. Don't be alarmed unless you're an actual alarm company. Then do be alarmed. How does that supermarket bag keep the goods hot and cold at the same time? We could do with that for the weather. Spring in my step and speaking to you underwater. That's the Meg biting at my ankles.
BBC Get Inspired.
There are superheroes in every community. They look just like you or me.
And now she comes back. Jessica Ennishill is back on top of the world.
They coach, organise and support groups of all shapes and sizes. And these superheroes do it for nothing but the love of their sport. Without them, there'd be none of this.
England get the goal! This is English netball's moment.
And without them, their communities wouldn't be what they are. It's time to say a proper thank you.
To nominate your superhero, go to bbc.co.uk/unsung hero.
All right, looking at some news. Bike sharing from Mobike is to pull out of Manchester after losing 10% of its cycles each month to theft and vandalism. The Chinese firm said too many have been stolen, dumped in canals and bins, had locks hacked off or been set on fire. Plans to force restaurants in England to put calorie counts on menus could force up prices and lead to thousands of job losses, the Treasury has warned today. Supermarket chain Tesco has angered shoppers in its inner city stores by hiking the cost of individual bananas. The retailer has stopped charging by weight and is instead charging by single banana. Meaning the cost of each yellow fruit has more than doubled at its Tesco, Metro and Express stores. That's what it says. Oh, we got Toffo soon.
I've only ever dated Chelsea boys, but all of them just want to take me for champagne and lobster. I am ready to try something new.
You live in a little bubble.
Yeah, completely.
Where's the furthest in the country you've been?
Oh yeah, I went to Bognor Regis. Have you been there?
Bognor?
So give us an idea what a normal date is to you.
Nice bit of normal food. We don't have to go to like a Michelin star restaurant.
Have you ever been to a Greggs?
The sausage roll shop?
Yes.
No, I've never been there.
Oh, she is a sweetheart, though. Here's Bobby.
Thank you, Steve. First of all, the A1, southbound at Gateshead. Now, we've got a break-and-down vehicle at the Coalhouse roundabout, so one lane is shut. There is a big queue behind it. It'll take you at least half an hour to get through, they're saying. A66 eastbound has reopened at Great Burden. And the A38, between the M1 at Junction 28 and Mansfield, the A38 remains closed both ways at Sutton in Ashfield, following the earlier incident. M6 northbound, 6 to 7 up towards Great Bar. Up from Spaghetti Junction, we've got heavy traffic. There was was an accident. It's all cleared out of the way now, though. M6 heading south, 3A to 3 at Nuneaton. Broke down there. One lane is closed. The M1, now southbound, there was an accident past the Catthorpe interchange, 19 to 18 at Rugby. All lanes are open now, but still slow. M1 northbound, 16 to 17, Daventry to Coventry. Broken down vehicles still there with one lane shut. And problems to the M25. Now, usual congestion starting to build clockwise, 13 to 16 to the M40. And then if you're across the top, it's busy in patches, 22 to 24 at Potter's Bar. Anti-clockwise, 16 to 11 was already busy, but it's much more of a broken queue. Also, both directions at junction 6 for Godstone, we had accidents, separate accidents with lane closures. They're all cleared out of the way now, but past junction 6 both ways, you're going to find it slow. And finally, A4 between Maidenhead and Reading at Hare Hatch, blocked by an accident. The accident's actually between Munbury Hill and the A321, so you're going to find your own way around that. Thanks for your updates. Another one for you, 25 minutes.
Here's what we say about Bobby.
Bobby Pryor, broadcaster extraordinaire. Doesn't do car repairs or alterations, now or ever.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
I remember when I was lost, down for the count was done. Yeah, no one around to pick me up. I was so old for love till you came right in and you brought me home. I ain't never felt this feeling. Ooh, I'm in, yeah. It's crazy the way you got the beat of my heart racing. Only love, He will build you up, break you down. Only love, I will sacrifice for your heart. I'll fight all for love. Make your wrongs alright, 'cause I know you're mine. Only love, I will share one soul, take me home. Only love, I found a home, I'm not alone. I found love in you. Yeah, took me a while, but I'm looking up, 'cause I know you love me too. 'Cause you came right in and you brought me home. I ain't never felt this feeling. Ooh, I'm in, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's crazy the way you got the beat of my heart racing. Only love, He will build you up, break you down. Only love, I will sacrifice for your heart. I'll fight all for love. Make your wrongs alright, 'cause I know you're mine. Only love.
You can email us for a shout out, steve.wright@bbc.co.uk, text 88291, or tweet us at BBC Radio 2. We've got 22 minutes to 4. Plenty of sunshine for Wales and Northern England, with cloud and heavy rain across Scotland and Northern Ireland. High of 21, that's in Weymouth today. And then tonight, that's Wednesday night, tonight rain moving into Northern England and Wales overnight. Mainly dry elsewhere though feeling cool. Lights on sunset tonight, Newcastle at 7:49. In Londonderry, it's 8:12. In Bristol, 7:48. And Ipswich, 7:34. Georgia Tofflow is with us, and look, here's the thing. We're only having her back because of her dad. How are you?
Very good, darling. Yeah, very good. As I said, Father gets all excited when I'm coming in here.
Well, last time I remember you telling us this, and I'm thinking, really? He's in Somerset, right? Devon,
Neighbouring
yeah.
county.
Okay. And would you give him our best? His first name is?
Gary.
Gary. Okay, now, it's an open invitation. Next time you come in, Toff, bring Gary with you. You could do a little bit of co-presenting together, introduce a couple of tunes, something like that.
I think my father might pass out at the opportunity. I think it would be too much for the old boy. Gosh, it's the best day of his life.
Oh, wow. Georgia Toffolo is the reigning queen of the jungle, turned TV presenter and known to millions as Toff from Made in Chelsea. And now Toff has published her first book. It's called Always Smiling, The World According to Toff, and it's out tomorrow. Always Smiling is described as a half memoir, half inspirational guide to life, and it gives you a behind-the-scenes look at Toff's amazing journey from Made in Chelsea to runaway winner in the jungle, dealing with acne, and now presenting on television. Tell us about the format of the book and what kinds of things do we learn?
So for me, I am still quite young, and I didn't want it to be kind of an autobiography, I was born here and la-di-da-di-da, because yes, I've done a lot, but I think I've got a lot more life to live. So it's half memoir, half guide to being positive and confident, with experience that I've had that I hope help people. It's the type of thing that I wish I had when I was about 13, 14. Because I think you go through things, like with boys and the way you feel about yourself. And I just want people to be able to pick it up, have a little read, feel good about themselves, and then they can put it down again.
You've got some stuff about staying in. You've
Yeah.
also got some stuff about going out.
A lot about that.
A lot about that.
I thought it might be.
Much more.
Yes. If you could write some down for us later, that would be great as well.
Freaky snacks. I love it. Work hard, play hard. There's some good advice here, but it's not kind of preachy, is it?
Well, I hope it's not, because I don't think you take it in when you're preaching. And I think, who am I to preach? I just want people to see the funny things that have happened to me, what advice I wish I'd have had. And I just want people to live their lives being as happy and as confident as they can be. And I hope they really get that from the book.
Okay, and talk me through acne.
I've struggled for so long, and I thought it would be a bit of a travesty if I didn't address it in the book. I've been quite lucky. I think my journey, well, touch wood, really touch wood, is kind of coming to an end with it. But I've suffered for the past 10 years, and it's something that I get so many messages about. And I do worry that celebrities are seen as this perfect being, and it couldn't be further from the truth. We all have insecurities.
I've got this theory, and it's not based in any medical fact at all, and that is that I don't think it's always about age.
No.
I mean, I know a lot of people that have acne and they're in their 40s and 50s, getting out of it at 21 or 25 or whatever, is it?
Well, mine keeps on going away and coming back. And there's no rhyme and reason. I'm nearly 24 now. You'd have thought I would have left it long ago, but it progressively gets worse, and then it goes, and then it comes back.
And
It's
what do
one
you
of those
find
things.
works for it?
I found just having a really good skincare routine. I use loads of Dermalogica stuff, which really worked for me. Eating healthily, not too many late nights. It's annoying, but true. Not too many glasses of wine.
Not too many glasses of wine.
No,
So
I
you've
know.
cut down on both of those then?
I have, I
Wine
really
and late
have.
nights.
On a serious note, that is really distressing, acne, isn't it?
I think so, and particularly for me, I found it horrible because by the nature of my job, everyone
Yeah.
looks at my face and there are cameras.
And for young
Yeah.
people across the board, of course.
Completely, it's just the worst, but yes.
So how many years is it that you've been profile, as it were?
Coming up to 5 years. It's about 4.5, yeah. It's quite a long time, actually.
It's not bad, is it?
considering, yeah.
TV presenter, author, etc., etc.
I
It's not
keep on
bad.
pinching myself. I can't believe it. That cover with my big head on it. I'm like, oh my goodness, it's me.
So what do you make of it? I mean, looking back at all the things you've done so far, is it going to last forever?
Well, I'm hoping that I'm not saturating myself, so I'm not everywhere, so people don't get sick of me. This is kind of my thinking. But it's so hard because this year's been so amazing, and I'm so lucky because there have been so many opportunities, and I just want to do everything and run around like a headless chicken. And I've done quite a lot of that.
Yeah.
But I feel like the last month I've spent a lot of time with my family and my friends, and I've just kind of digested what's happened, but only just.
Do you think that you'll be doing it in 10 years, or have you got a plan B or a plan C or what?
Oh, goodness me. Okay, so as I sit here now, no, there isn't a plan B, because plan A is so much fun. And I
Great answer.
really, really hope that it carries on.
How's she going to know what she's doing in 10 years' time? That's an impossible question. You've got to take the moment and enjoy the moment, which clearly you're doing.
Yes.
What's been the highlight so far?
I think for me, it was the first morning I woke up in the jungle. It was a real pinch pinch me moment because I was such a big fan of the show previous. I mean, to even be in Australia, because when you get there, you don't think about ever winning or even placing. And it was when I woke up and smelt the rainforest and kind of looked around and saw Amir Khan.
Wait a minute, I can smell some rainforest.
Love the smell of rainforest.
I loved it. But
Yeah, I bet.
no, really, it was a real pinch me moment, and they keep on carrying on.
Very good. We're going to come back with Toff in just a moment. Don't go away, everybody. Toff's here. Look, she's here.
Tell me what you're crying for. I'll wipe your tears on up. If you're so taking love, I will come for you for sure. If we're caught in a wave, I will carry over. It don't matter where you are, I'll run to your front door. When my head goes in different directions, you know my heart's never on the move. And in the dark times, you don't have to question if I'm around where we are. You could put an ocean between our love, love, love. It won't keep us apart. You could build a wall, I will run it up, 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 just to get to your heart. If we're caught in a wave, maybe we'll make a way. You could put an ocean between our love, love, love. It won't keep us apart. Shadows play on, I don't aim. I lose myself, I do. But I find my way to velvet chains. I'll crash right into you. If we're caught in a wave, I will carry you over. It don't matter where we are, you're still the one I choose. When my head goes in different directions, you know my heart's never on the move. And in the dark times, you don't have to question if I'm around where we are. You could put an ocean between our love, love, love. It won't keep us apart. You could build a wall, I will run it up, 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 just to get to your heart. If we're caught in a wave, maybe we'll make a way.
14 to 4 from Steve Wright in the afternoon at Radio 2. How cool is that? That's Ocean, Martin Garrix, Khalid. Beautiful. All right, back with more Toffo in just a moment. Here's Patrice Russian, Forget Me Nots on 2.
Forget me nots.
George Toffolo, who's here with a new book. Now, let's have a look at it here. It's called The World According to Toff, Always Smiling. And one of the things in it, from the Australian bush to Shepherd's Bush, Toff's Guide to Surviving New Cities and Situations. This is great advice, by the way, because, you know, I travel around a lot myself, and I'm always curious, interested, and optimistic. You know, some people go to a place, they look for the bad stuff, don't they? They say, oh, yeah, well, it's all right, yeah, but it's a bit cold. Oh, it's all right, yeah, but the people are a bit bleak. Oh, it's all right, but this is all optimistic about wherever you go, isn't it?
Well, it really is. I think maybe I am like that by nature.
You are.
And I don't know why, but I just am. I think the funniest situations are the ones where it's all gone wrong. And I think, how can you not have something funny to laugh about?
And is there anything wrong with being a tourist? I mean, I went to Finland with my daughter the other day, and we said, right, let's be a tourist, let's get on the boat, and let's get on the bus and go round and do the city tour of Helsinki. Nothing wrong with that, is there?
No, why not?
Well, that's what you put here. You said, be a tourist.
Yeah, I think you must. And even in your own city, you've got to be a tourist. There are so many beautiful places I haven't even thought about going in London.
Really?
Really?
Oh, you've been everywhere, surely.
No, not everywhere, not yet.
Have you just been in that Chelsea bit there?
Up and down the King's Road 400 billion times.
Sloane Square. Yeah, stop, get off here, please.
No, it's terribly far going all the way to Parsons Green. It's effectively
It's
the
a long way,
countryside.
that is, yes. You need to be very careful how you get there. You want to get out on the bus a bit more, Toff.
I do. I talk about that in the book, my favourite bus.
But don't get on the night bus, though.
Oh, no, I don't mind the night bus.
Oh, you don't mind the night bus
On
either?
occasion, after a few glasses of wine, it can be quite fun.
Oh, really? And so what bus are you talking about getting on? What number?
The number 22, it's my favourite.
Oh, I don't know. Which route is that?
So it goes from Putney, and then it goes all the way through to kind of Piccadilly Mayfair way.
Oh, that's
but
right.
It's the best.
Via King's Road? No, it doesn't go via.
Of course, my darling.
It goes
Where
via
else?
King's
Do you
Very
go
nice.
past the Royal Court?
You go left.
Left, you
before
go
you
left,
get to
yeah,
Royal
yeah.
Court.
Do you ever go on the tube at all,
Of course I do. And you know, it really bothers me. People take photos of me and I say, oh, would you like a photo? And they say, well, I just don't know why you're on the tube. I think, well, why wouldn't I be on the tube? I value my time as much as you do, and that's why I get on the tube.
And what about Maid? You're not in the newest series, are you? You've gone somewhere, haven't they?
Croatia.
How come you're not? You know?
Well, I was running around. I was very tired. I've got so many things on, and something had to give. And I thought, I've given so much of my time to Made in Chelsea. I thought maybe a little break wouldn't be too bad.
Okay, so
but I
another
still
good
live in
answer.
Chelsea, and I'm still friends with everyone.
Excellent. What are your plans for some television?
I don't really know. I've been completely consumed by the book. So I think it's on a par. I've enjoyed writing the book so much. And I think I would love to do a bit more presenting.
Okay, well, you got your chance next time you got the next book out to come up with your dad, remember?
Oh, no, please.
Yeah.
That's so sweet. Thank you so much.
I've got a great idea as well. A podcast with your dad. What about that?
Oh, it would be so good.
Do a podcast, eh?
Gary be up for that, do you think?
Well, he doesn't like the limelight as much as me, but, you know, I've got enough of it for both of us to share, so...
Probably, yeah.
You can get Georgia Toffolo's new book, Always Smiling, The World According to Toff, in hardback. It's out from tomorrow. Georgia Toffolo, everybody. Yeah. See you next time. Thank you, Toff.
Watch Loretta taste the wine, kick the actor from behind, sprawl across the sofa air, speak of foreign towns again. And like the loner, seek Marlene, ask the waitress, where have you been? She says, don't give me no lies, I've been inside your head at least 3 times. 3 times. I never lost control. It was a very strange show. All I ever got was you never gotta go. For Loretta, she only played for fun. She gave her life away.
Steve Harley, who I went to school with.
Never gonna go.
Infants. That's an old album track called Loretta's Tale, Steve Harley and Cockney Rebel. Now, here's Bobby.
Steve, thank you. First of all, Gateshead, A1, southbound. Coalhouse roundabout, there was a breakdown. Now, it looks like it's still there. There's one lane shut, definitely, so you've still got some congestion. A177 between Stockton and Sedgefield. Now, there's some fallen power cables at Thorpe Thorles. So if you're heading through, just be aware. It looks like you can get through for the moment, but just be aware. It may just slow you up just a little bit. A38 between the M1 at Junction 28 and Mansfield. We've got still that closed at Sutton in Ashfield, following an earlier incident. The M6 northbound 6 to 7 still slow up from Spaghetti Junction following the earlier accident. And some news about the M42 northbound at Junction 6 to 7 as well. We've got an accident between Birmingham Airport and Coles Hill, so one lane is closed there. To the A470 at Cardiff, southbound. The M4 at Junction 32 on that exit Slit Road from the M4 onto the A470 heading south. We've got an accident. You can get past it, but it is just a little bit slow. And problems for the M1. Now, northbound, I just had this come in at Milton Keynes. If you're on that northbound side, somewhere on that stretch, we've got a broken down vehicle. M3 finally, southbound at 8. There's an accident there. So you've got queues back from 7 at Basingstoke, but 2 lanes are closed ahead of you. Back with another one, half an hour.
Thank you, Stephen. Gang, can you say hi to my husband, Robert? He's just gone back to work after surgery and taking it all in his stride. You're all brilliant. Thanks, Lucy in Long Eaton. Bohemian Like You. What a song. Dandy Warhols. Coming up in the Showbiz Cuts on The Big Show, Dakota Johnson, Constance Wu from Crazy Rich Asians and Gemma Chan too. There's Tim, there's Bobby, there's Showjo on Sport. Let's have a look. I think it's James on news today. Factoid social media. And our guests, we've got Robert Muchamore and John O'Coleman. United Kingdom across planet Earth. This is BBC Radio 2 online, on digital radio and on 88 to 91 FM.
BBC News at 4 o'clock. This is James Kelly. Theresa May has said the two Russians suspected of carrying out the Novichok poisonings in Salisbury were military intelligence officers. Scotland Yard has named the men as Alexander Petrov and Ruslan Bashirov, but said those were probably aliases. Detectives believe they used a perfume bottle to spray the nerve agent on the front door of the former Russian agent Sergei Skripal, who subsequently fell ill along with his daughter. The British woman, Dawn Sturgis, died in July after being exposed to the substance along with her partner, Charlie Rowley, in Amesbury. Our correspondent, John Kay's in Salisbury, where he says residents remain anxious.
We've now got images of that Nina Ricci Parfait Jour bottle of perfume. It looks like a real bottle of perfume, but the police are saying it's fake. It's crucial for the police to try to establish where was that bottle of what looked like perfume between the Skripals being poisoned here in March and Charlie Rowley finding it, we think, in June. Did it sit in a bin for 3 months, or was it somewhere in between?
Russia's foreign ministry, which has repeatedly denied involvement, accused the British government of information manipulation. Andrei Kutunov is from the Russian International Affairs Council, a think tank which advises the Russian government. He says Moscow is unlikely to change tack.
They will question practically everything that has been stated by the British side. I think that they will request additional information that would somehow prove that these people were really engaged in this crime. The fact that you have two photos and two maybe fake names doesn't mean too much.
A 17-year-old boy is among 5 people arrested on suspicion of being members of the banned neo-Nazi group National Action. They're from Birmingham, Halifax and Nottingham. Twitter's chief executive, Jack Dorsey, has admitted that the company was ill-prepared and ill-equipped to deal with campaigns which used social media platforms to manipulate public opinion. Appearing before a US Senate committee, he said Twitter had stepped up its campaign against fake accounts, saying it thwarted 530,000 suspicious logins every day. Tributes have been paid to the BBC's 5 Live news presenter Rachel Bland, who's died of breast cancer at the age of 40. She won praise for co-hosting a podcast about her experiences and for an award-winning blog documenting life with the disease. She worked alongside the presenter Richard Bacon, who said she was a remarkable woman.
Rachel, she was funny, she was confident, she was clever, she was also very tough, and that's something that you saw when this final challenge was thrown at her. And one of the most interesting things about Rachel, actually, I think, is that, that when this happened, she actually created, I think, the best piece of work she's ever done.
Royal Bank of Scotland is to shut a further 54 branches in England and Wales in January with the loss of 258 jobs. RBS has already announced 162 closures this year. That's the BBC News at 3 minutes past 4. Our next at 5.
Thanks, James. Sport Now Show, Joe Saka.
Good afternoon. Let's start with golf. And Europe's Ryder Cup team is now complete. Captain Thomas Bjorn has named Sergio Garcia, Paul Casey, Ian Poulter and Henrik Stenson as his wildcard picks. The showdown against the USA will be in France in 3 weeks' time. The former England captain, Alistair Cook, says he cried as he told his teammates he was to retire from international cricket, a decision he'd been considering for 6 months. The 33-year-old opening batsman will step down from England duty after the final test against India, which starts on Friday. The England Rugby Union head coach Eddie Jones has refused to rule Danny Cipriani out of selection. Last month, the Gloucester fly half admitted common assault and avoiding arrest. Jones says he'll judge Cipriani for what he does on the field. And the Wales head coach Ryan Giggs says he's stunned that they might have to face a team of amateur footballers when they take on Denmark on Sunday in the Nations League. Denmark's senior players are refusing to play because of a dispute with their football association over image rights.
Thank you. Almost 4:05.
88 to 91 FM.
Big show on the air.
BBC Radio 2.
social media and showbiz, hashtag International Day of Charity is trending on Twitter today. Anna Kennedy tweets, happy hashtag International Day of Charity. A huge shout out to all the charities and their volunteers. Absolutely. Nevin tweets, anyone can fall on hard times. Today is hashtag International Day of Charity and a time to reflect on how we can together create more inclusive and resilient societies across the world. And Richard tweets, looking for a new charity to support today. Any ideas? Hashtag International Day of Charity. On Google, Judy Garland's ruby slippers from The Wizard of Oz are trending as they are finally found. Really? They'll be in a commercial any minute. 13 years after they were stolen from a museum. I love those commercials, don't you? As you heard in the news earlier, the BBC's confirmed that the next series of Doctor Who will move from its traditional Saturday night slot. Instead, it'll run on Sunday evenings, starting on Sunday, 7th of October, with an hour-long episode called The Woman Who Fell to Earth, starring the new Doctor, Jodie Whittaker. ITV's This Morning is to receive a special BAFTA for its contribution to television. Holly and Phil will be there to pick up the award at a special tribute event next month, where it'll be honoured for its creative and innovative approach to daytime television production and popular appeal among the British TV viewing public. Wow, that's great. Dakota Johnson is one of the stars of Suspiria, which is a remake of the 70s cult classic and due out later this year. But the journo wanted to know what's coming up after that.
I don't know. I'm interested in making all kinds of films. I love cinema. I love movies.
Oh, thank you. Excuse me. And the cast of Crazy... I've got to eat. Of Crazy Rich Asians were in London for the UK premiere. It's already a massive hit elsewhere in the world. And Constance Wu, who is one of its stars, says it's been a long time coming.
Look at the lack of Asian American and Asian-led stories and actors and casts coming out of the Hollywood studio system. It's been 25 years since we've had an all-Asian westernized cast centered in a movie. And so I think when you make a movie like this, it really highlights that, and you realize that we do want to create a movement so that people feel represented and heard and understood and valued.
And we've all seen it here, and it's just a great movie. Gemma Chan's also in it. She says it's a positive for the movie industry as a whole.
This film is just the beginning. It's just one story and it's one film. Let's be clear about that. But I hope that it opens the door and that it means that anyone who feels that they haven't been represented, any group that's not the dominant group or the dominant culture, has a chance now of getting that film made or TV series greenlit. I think Hollywood has finally woken up to the fact that people want to see diverse, authentic storytelling. Yeah, I hope it's just a start.
And we'll have Gemma Chan there on with us, I think, next week, talking about Crazy Rich Asians.
Let's Marvin Gaye and get it on.
Charlie Puth now.
You got the healing that I want. Just like they say in the song. Until the dawn, let's Marvin Gaye and get it on. We got this king size to ourselves. Don't have to share with no one else. Don't keep your secrets to yourself. It's Kama Sutra show and tell. Yeah. Whoa, there's loving in your eyes that pulls me closer. It's so subtle, I'm in trouble, but I love to be in trouble with you. Let's Marvin Gaye and get it on. You got the healing that I want. Just like they say Let's Marvin Gaye and get it on. Ooh, babe, I got that healing that you want, yeah.
Like they say in the songs, on till the dawn. Let's Marvin Gaye and get it on. Let's Marvin Gaye and get it on. You got that healing that I want. Just like they say in the song, until the dawn. Let's Marvin Gaye, get it on, babe. You got to give it up to me. I'm screaming mercy, mercy, please. Just like they say in the song, until the dawn. Let's Marvin Gaye, get it on. Just like they say in the song.
Marvin Gaye, Charlie Puth.
Now, I've got to ask you this.
What?
Has Charlie Puth ever made a bad record?
No, told you before.
Hi, this is Jeremy Vine. Steve, I've been counting my toes, 4 on each foot, and then 2 big ones on separate feet. Perhaps yours are the same. Call me.
Let's do it. Sarah Cox. Excited. Woo! Yeah. Oh, I wish I had a big skirt on that I could flap about. Go and see if Elaine Page has got a couple of maracas under her desk. She normally does have.
Monday to Thursday nights from 10.
Welcome along then. Yesterday I was banging on about swimming in that pond. I went back today. I said I would. I couldn't stop thinking about it. Counting the minutes till I could slip into the murky green water again. It's beautiful. The stuff I talk about on the radio, the next day I then do. So if tonight we just happen to cover like lip piercing and dog agility, I'll probably find myself doing that tomorrow.
Sarah Cox.
BBC Radio 2.
Monday to Thursday nights from 10.
She's daft.
BBC Radio 2.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
The Big Show.
Robert Muchamore is with us today, and fine author, and wearing just an absolutely gorgeous shirt, if you don't mind me saying. That's a hell of a shirt, Robert. Would you be able to describe that in your own way?
Luminous vomit, I suppose. I don't know.
Oh, really? Oh, my goodness. No, it's not that bad. Robert Muchamore worked for a firm of air hunters for 12 years. That's Son and Heirs in that way.
Yeah, that was right. Yeah, it was the same firm that they eventually recorded the BBC Air Hunters series at.
Oh, really? I love that. That was on in the mornings, wasn't it?
Yeah, it freaked me out as well because I used to sometimes sort of have BBC breakfast on, and then when it finished, I'd suddenly have the voice of someone that I used to work with coming on the TV. It's like, what? I'd be like looking around saying, what the hell's going on?
Well, before talking about the book, that's quite an interesting thing in itself. How would you get into work like that?
The 2 main ways it used to happen was they used to employ quite a lot of like retired police officers because they obviously sort of had relevant experience for researching and finding missing people and stuff like that. But then I was the opposite end. They just wanted a dog's body, and it was just an advert in the Evening Standard basically to be an office junior who turned up at the office every day and did the stuff that nobody else wants to do.
I think it would be really interesting work.
Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty interesting job for a starter job for a young man compared to a lot of other jobs that people do. It was pretty interesting, yeah.
Now, Robert's Cherub and Henderson's Boys series of books have sold millions of copies all over the world, and tomorrow Robert publishes Killer T, which is his first standalone novel. It's set in Las Vegas in the very near future, and it spans 10 years. The main characters are 2 teenagers, that's Harry and Charlie. Harry is British in his first term at high school in Las Vegas. Charlie is an 8th grader who loves science and knows how to make explosives. She's an American, right?
Charlie's an American, yeah. So they're 2 kids from the opposite end of a social spectrum, I suppose. Las Vegas is full of celebrity restaurants, and Harry's aunt is a celebrity chef, and he moves to Las Vegas with his aunt, so he's quite a privileged kid, but he's on his own and he's lonely. He's also very interested in journalism, and he finds out about this girl, Charlie, who's suspected of causing an explosion, and he meets her through sort of doing a little bit of an investigation, and that's how they get together.
So they become friends, yeah, but then they get involved in some pretty hairy adventures,
yeah,
don't they?
so the book starts with their first meeting and how they first meet, and over the 10 years there's a sort of ongoing boy-girl relationship, and the world changes around them as that is happening.
And the title, Killer T, refers to, without giving too much away...
So Killer T is a type of blood cell in the human body, and it controls the immune system. One of the later points in the book is there's a virus that affects your killer T cells, which would be devastating to your body's immune system.
You've got mutant genes and stuff, genes that you can get an all year round tan, that kind of
Yes,
stuff.
I mean, gene modification technology, my starting point really was just this idea of reading stuff about how they're starting to be able to edit and change people's genes. And it's a very new technology, but it strikes me that it's quite an easy technology in terms of the technical barriers. Once we get this right, people are going to be able to do this stuff in their garage. It's not like making a nuclear bomb where you need a massive factory and enriched uranium. And this technology is incredibly powerful. And I think it can easily be done by one or two people with some fairly simple technology. It makes this quite scary and incredibly interesting as well.
And you said it in Vegas because you love Vegas. You go there to finish your books, don't you?
I love Las Vegas. I usually go there at least once, if not twice a year. Yeah, I don't know why. I just love the history of the place, and it's just quirky and weird. And I finally got a chance to set a book in Las Vegas, and I went for it.
What a history of the place.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, it's just this whole idea. You know, it starts off with workers who were building the Hoover Dam in the 1920s. I'm going to say I probably got my years wrong.
Yeah.
It just starts as this completely random thing, and then you legalise gambling, and more people come in, and now you've just got this city twice the size of Manchester in the middle of the desert based on gambling. It's just such a bizarre place.
What's the vibe there? I mean, when you're finishing your books there, the Sinatra kind of Rat Pack vibe's gone completely now, right?
Yeah, I mean, the way I would describe it, the Swingers movie is actually quite accurate. The Americans in their loud shirts and they're walking around with their cigar and their drink in their hand. And there's that kind of atmosphere, which can be a bit weird on the weekend. And then in the week, it's a lot mellower. It's more sort of touristy.
Let's just go very quickly back to the book. The synthetic mutant virus has been created by bad guys. So our two, that's Harry and Charlie, they are doing what?
Well, they're very much victims of the world changing around them. So at the start of the book, the world is quite normal, and Charlie gets actually involved in doing illegal gene modification, and Harry is quite interested in journalism, and he founds his own website and makes a bit of money from his website, but he's also kind of investigating Charlie, and at various points in the story they bump into each other and come apart. So it's quite a complex narrative because it's set over 10 years, and it sort of shows their relationship from the day they first meet until the big climax at the end, which I shan't reveal.
Okay, and what are they like? Are they nice? Are they lovable? Because your characters are often bad but lovable.
I think it's something I always try and do, because I think when you're writing for older kids, they want something a bit more challenging than the clean-cut, wonderful hero and the evil villain who wears black leather and walks with a limp. So I always try and make my characters a bit more dynamic.
Wow.
They're very capable as well. Are they to be inspirational figures in a sense?
I guess, I mean, it's always the great myth, isn't it, with fiction, whether it's an adult Jack Bowery or Jack Ryan type character, or whether it's in kids' books. People in fiction always tend to be a lot more capable. In real life, we tend to spend a lot of time sitting on the sofa than people do in books.
Well, listen, it's great to meet you. Killer Tea by Robert Muchmore is out tomorrow. It's Robert, everybody. Thank you so much. See you next time. Yeah. In the shirt.
And I'm watching the late show in my flat all alone. Oh, I hate to spend the evening on my own.
Gimme, of course. Well, Gabrielle was in the Radio 2 piano room for Ken yesterday morning. You can watch that performance online along with exclusive sets from Jake Shears, our very good friend Jonah Matrading and Alexandra Burke. They're all available now on the BBC Music YouTube channel. And from Gabrielle's Radio 2 piano room set from yesterday, here's Out of Reach. It's Gabrielle live.
Yeah, the signs wasn't right. I was stupid for a while, swept away by you, and now I feel so confused, so confused. My heart's bruised, 'cause I ever loved by you, out of reach, so far. I never had my heart out of reach. Couldn't see, no, we were never meant to be. Catch myself from despair. I go down if I stay here. Keeping busy every day. I know I will be okay, but now I'm so confused. My heart's bruised, 'cause I ever had by you, out of reach, so far. I never had your heart, out of reach. Couldn't see, no, we were never meant to be. So much hurt, so much pain, takes a while to regain what is lost inside. And I hope that in time you'll be out of my mind. I'll be over you, but now I'm so confused. My heart's bruised, 'cause I ever had by you, out of reach, so far. I never had your heart, out of reach. Couldn't see, no, we were never meant to be. Out of reach, so far. You never gave your heart in my reach. I can see it. There's a life out there for me. Out of reach, so far. You never gave your heart in my reach. I can see it. There's a life out there for
Oh, her voice and that performance. Radio 2 session Out of Reach from Gabrielle is awesome.
88 to 91 FM. BBC Radio 2.
Hi everyone, this is Macca. A man goes into the library and he says, "A portion of fish and chips, please." The librarian says, "Don't you realise this is a library?" "Sorry," he says, "A portion of fish and chips, please." We invented whispering.
Baby, I'm amazed the way you love me all the time. And maybe I'm afraid of the way I love you. Baby, I'm amazed the way you pulled me out of time. You hung me on the line. Baby, I'm amazed at the way I really need you. Baby, I'm a man
afternoon, Steve and team. We're sat next to the pool in Mexico enjoying the 32-degree heat here, thinking of you in England. Thank you. Love the Botleys, the Bonds, the Chateaus, Miss Evans, Mr. Hill. We love you all. Thank you.
Live till 5. Steve Wright in the afternoon.
You love that Wings song, didn't you? I thought so. Still to come, one of my favourite Australians. But here's Bobby.
Thanks, Steve. M6 on the northbound side, 22 to 23 up towards Haydock. We've got a broken down vehicle and trailer. One lane is shut. Now, the good news is traffic's coping reasonably well, so a little bit slow on the approach, but not too bad. Then onto the M6 through Birmingham. We've got a little bit of congestion still. 6 to 7, there was an accident earlier up past Spaghetti Junction towards Castle Bromwich. It's clear, but it's left a little bit of a delay. M42 northbound between 6 and 7 up towards the M6 from Birmingham Airport. Again, there was a bump, all cleared out of the way. But still some slow traffic. M5 northbound, so heading to Birmingham at junction 2 for Albury in the roadworks. There's one lane blocked. A lorry broke down and it's going to take some time to move that one, so very slow indeed. Now, the A646 at Mytholmroyd. Closed with this burst water main from this morning. This closure's in near the Dusty Miller pub between Culdean Avenue and New Road. Thank you for your calls on this. So this road closure, because of the nature of where it is, creates a really difficult diversion. Give it a miss if you can. I know it's tricky. It's such a tricky area, but had lots of calls of people being really held up by that. So give yourself time. There is a signed diversion though. To the M40 between 3 and 2 down towards Beaconsfield, there was an accident. If you're London bound, all lanes are open, but it's still very slow. To the M25 clockwise, a bit slow, 13, Staines 16 for the M40, and then anti-clockwise we've got some heavy traffic from Staines to 11 at Chertsey, just usual congestion really. And then if you're on the M3 southbound, just after junction 8 for the A303 in Andover, accident there, 2 lanes are blocked, so it's just a little bit slow. Really appreciate your updates, keep those coming in, and I'll be back with another one for you in 25 minutes.
You did to me. Oh, love was so good it filled up all my needs. I was crazy for you. You were crazy for me. How could something so right go so wrong? My love, sweet love. Why don't you say what you say when you say what you say anymore? Your eyes can lie so long goodbye. Close the door. I was crazy for you. You were crazy for me. And how could something so right go so wrong? My love, sweet love. Tell me something that I didn't do. Why does someone else have to pull you through? Did they steal you away like a thief in the night? Love like this must take why don't they play what they played on the night you danced with me?
Perfect tune. Jermaine Jackson, Do What You Do on Radio 2. I'd love a shout out on your show. Driving from High Wycombe home to Caerphilly, South Wales. Hopefully in time to see my boy before he goes to bed. Loving the show from Stu. Good luck with that, Stu. Drive carefully. And can you give a big shout out? This has to my wonderful rock and roll girlfriend of 5 years, Leanna. Hey, Leanna. She's currently cooking up meals for a month whilst I decorate the room for our first baby, Ray, expected in a few weeks. I love her very dearly. All the best from Aidan.
My circuits are blown. I know it's self-imposed, and all I have shared and all I have loved is all I'll ever own. But something has changed. I feel so alive. My life just blew up. I'd give it all up. I'll depressurize. 10,000 miles left on the road. 500 hours till I am home. I need something human. Let's face all our fears and come out of the shade. Let's burn all the money, absorb all the lies, and wake up unscathed. The big picture's gone, replaced with visions of you. Now life can begin. I've cleansed all my sins. I'm about to break through. 5,000 miles left on the road. 200 hours till I am home. I need something and I need the touch and something human, less than a mile left on the road. I will be crawling through your door. I need something and I need your love.
19 minutes to 5 local time in the United Kingdom here. There's Muse.
Something human.
Oh, something human. I like that. Our good friend Jono Coleman, top broadcaster of the world, is here. Yeah, of the world. How'd you get to the UK or Australia?
How'd you get him? It's not an easy booking.
No, we had to beg.
Yeah.
Now, how's Australia? And you got a new Prime Minister there now,
Yeah,
right?
every time, Stephen, when I leave the country, it's an opportunity for them to sneak in a new Prime Minister. This one's called Scott Morrison, or he likes to call himself ScoMo.
ScoMo?
Yeah, because, you know, have a
Great,
kind of a
yeah.
hip name like Righto and
Yeah, I know what you
ScoMo.
mean. You know, whenever I see you, I think, okay, he went to Australia, back to Australia, and did very well. And you're doing very well, and you work on television and radio there. I always think Australian radio is actually about 15 years ahead of us in terms of how loose it is.
It depends. There's a lot more Brits working on Australian radio now. It's kind of like we Australians, even though I am a quasi-Aussie, as you know.
I know.
Born in Hackney proud, 1956. That was a sound effect.
Can you get on with it?
Sorry. There's a lot more Brits working on Australian radio now that I could mention, but I think Australian radio is a bit boring in some ways now. It's a bit like coming right up. Steve Wright will be here. Don't forget, we've got tickets to give away to that Bruce Springsteen tour, and Paul McCartney's album's coming out in September. Stick around.
You should get a job on radio yourself.
Too commercial.
Now, listen, more seriously, I know that you've been working at this place, Network 10, TV and radio, and then you suddenly discovered, I think it was, how long ago? About a year ago.
A year ago.
You had cancer.
Yeah. The dreaded cancer word. I was getting regular blood tests, as you do when you're over 50. I got a referral from my GP who said, your PSA, which is how they measure the protein in the prostate, has gone from like a 0.01 or a 0.02 up to 7. I went and saw a specialist one Friday afternoon. I know it exactly because it was when someone was leaving Studio 10 and it was farewell drinks on a Friday afternoon, June 2017. Cut 20 minutes later, the doctor says, well, your prostate is enlarged and there's a lump on the side. I'd say you've got cancer. And I just sat there and it was like one of those Ben Stiller moments when you're kind of in a movie and you think someone's going to go, and cut there, we just need to move the camera around a bit now. Because Ben Stiller had the same conversation with the doctor, Robert De Niro, lots and lots of people. So I kind of got that cold chill that went through my body when you hear the word cancer.
But you certainly know now that it's not
deadly.
It's bad. Yeah.
All cancers are deadly if you do nothing.
Right.
With prostate cancer, with breast cancer, ovarian cancer, these days, the research that's done in the UK and in Australia and in America is unbelievable. I started my treatment 2 days after I had the meeting with the professor in Sydney, and he said, right, what do you want to do? I said, let's start. Yesterday, I had chemotherapy, I had radiotherapy, which sounds like a hip radio station. Hi, welcome back to radiotherapy. I had 7 weeks of radiotherapy on the prostate, and now I'm about 99% totally clear. But I believe that you never really say, hey, guess what? I'm totally clear of cancer, because for the rest of my life, I'm going to have to get checkups and just make sure it's gone.
Okay, from what I know or have heard, prostate cancer is, even if it's not cured, it's controllable.
Absolutely. Stephen Fry decided when he found that he had prostate cancer, he would have the operation. He had surgery and had it removed. I opted not for that because mine had gone from the prostate into a little bit of bone and into a little bit of lymph nodes, and the chemotherapy completely got rid of that by Christmas of last year.
Wow.
And then about 3 months ago, I was basically given an all clear, but even then I still have to take a bit of medication. We are all human beings. We're like a car. If you've got a car for long enough, if you don't take it for a drive, it seizes up, or something breaks down, there's something wrong with your engine or something wrong with the gearbox. Our human bodies are just the same. We've got to look after them, and we have to get regular checkups, especially when you're my age. It's like,
well, that's very well put.
50s.
You know, that's great. All right, well, something I read the other day on a lighter note.
Yeah.
Did I see something on social media? You talking about Sid James?
Well, Sid James, I used to do a lot of work with...
How do you even know Sid James?
I know Steve James. I sort of grew up a bit with Steve James, who's his son.
No.
Yeah, and they found this lost recording, one of the last recordings that Sid James did when he was doing theatre.
And this is a BBC radio stolen, yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I put it on my Facebook. I love doing that sort of sad Anoraki stuff. I found some old Russ and Jono tapes as well.
Oh, thank you for the reminder. I see what you did there, Jono.
Segue.
Oh,
You've done this stuff
before. Yeah, you've done this before. And talking of which, I understand there's some kind of podcast.
Well, we heard that this whole podcast thing is taking off.
Yeah, you heard that.
Myself and Russ used to do a breakfast show on Absolute. So Russ and I decided to do these podcasts called Russ and Jono Rebooted. And we thought, well, let's put our big fat feet in the water, see how it goes. And I got my old producer from another radio station who's working with us and producing them up. We've done 7 so far. And when they cut all the rude words and un-PC gags out of them, they'll be going up probably October.
Okay, so we'll find these wherever we find our podcasts.
You can go to @RussandJohno, which is something called Twitter, I understand, which is quite popular now.
The podcast Russ and Jono Rebooted will be available across various platforms from next month. And Jono, great to see you. I need you to stay well. I know you're going on holiday now, and then you're going back to Studio 10, yeah?
Studio 10, yeah, the Brecky TV show. And then I'm also doing a little bit of local radio in Sydney, which is great fun, which I do for free.
I'm going to close the microphone and have a word with you. Never work for free.
Well, it's for charity.
Oh, if it's for charity, that's okay, yeah. Thank you, Jono. See you next time.
It's good.
G'day, mate.
He's alive.
She came from Greece, she had a thirst for knowledge. She studied sculpture at St. Martin's College. That's where I caught her eye. She told me that her dad was loaded. I said, in that case I'll have rum and Coca-Cola. She said, fine. And then in 30 seconds time, she said, I wanna live like common people. I wanna do whatever common people do. Wanna sleep with common people. I wanna sleep with common people like you. What else could I do? I said, I'll see what I can do. I took her to a supermarket. I don't know why, but I had to start it somewhere. So it started there. I said, pretend you got no money. And she just laughed and said, oh, you're so funny. I said, yeah. I can't see anyone else smiling here. Are you sure? You wanna live like common people. You wanna see whatever common people see. Wanna sleep with common people. You wanna sleep with common people like me. But she didn't understand. And she just smiled and held my hand. I went to flat above the shop. I cut your hair and get a job. I smoke some facts and play some pool. Pretend you never went to school. Still you'll never get it right. It's when you're laid in bed at night, watching roaches climb the wall. If you called your dad, he could stop it. Oh yeah. You'll never live like common people. You'll never do whatever common people do. Never fail like common people. You'll never watch your lives slide out of view. And then dance and drink and screw. Because there's nothing else to do. Sing along with the common people. Sing along and it might just get you through. Laugh along with the common people. Laugh along even though they're laughing at you. And the stupid things that you do. Because you think that, oh, it's cool. Common people like you. Wanna live with common people like you. Wanna live with common people like you. Wanna live with common people like you. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Oh, that's an awesome tune. That's Pulp, of course, and Common People. In news from the net, mtv.co.uk says Ed Sheeran and Anne-Marie to play intimate music for mental health gig. The charity night is at the Roundhouse in London, November 18th, with tickets on sale from 8 a.m. this coming Friday. Chortle.co.uk says Sharon Horgan to star in Military Wives movie. And Yahoo.com says Strictly Come Dancing adds first new dance category in almost a decade. Couples Choice will allow the pairs to choose from one of 3 categories: contemporary, street and commercial, and theatre and jazz.
Playing you the sounds of the 80s.
Gary Davis.
Every Friday night from 10 on BBC Radio 2.
Music, please.
And this week, you can watch the show with special guest Davina McCall.
Buckle up.
We'll share our favourite tracks from this incredible decade while playing their music videos.
I want to break free. I want to hear you scream.
Don't you forget about me.
Watch by pressing the red button from any BBC TV channel.
Gary Davis. Sounds of the 80s. BBC Radio.
Ooh, Gary, thank you very much.
We had that first love, heartbreak, romance way back. When our hearts ruled, we knew it all. Forever's now in the past. I remember just you and me, when each other was all we needed. I remember what could have been. We were just too young to see it. There was something about the way. There was something about the way you used to love. You used to love. There was something about the way. There was something about the way you used to love. You used to love. Questions with answers. Who knows if we missed our chance? Our chances. If we had waited, would change our circumstance. In the right place, at the right time, would it be right? I remember just you and me, when each other was all we needed. I remember what could have been. We were just too young to see it. There was something about the way. There was something about the way you used to love. You used to love. There was something about the way. There was something about the way you used to love. You used to love. Something about the way. Something about the way. Something about the way. Reasons why we said it's over doesn't seem to matter after all.
After all. That's All Saints and After All. Can you give a shout out to Alison and Deborah, stuck in gridlock traffic in Birmingham en route to beautiful Blackpool currently. Loving your show today, Steve. Can you please give a shout out to my lovely partner Paul Bateman? Looking forward to seeing him later and finalising our plans for a great weekend break at Busfest. Excellent. Busfest. I know somebody who's going to that. Do you, Bobby?
Yeah, it might be me.
That's great. Can I come?
No.
I love buses. Oh, fair enough, thank you. That's from Dawn Williams, by the way. Let's do some more traffic. What you got there, Bobby?
Thanks, Steve. M1 on the southbound side, 25 to 24A. So in the roadworks down to Derby in the A50, we've got a breakdown. So that's causing extra queues in the congestion that's already there. And the M6 congestion in Birmingham. Now, we had a breakdown and a bump between junction 6 and 7. So that didn't help the northbound queues if you're heading up towards Castle Bromwich. Southbound is slow as well in patches from 8. So when it meets with the M5 down towards junction 4. But it is 8. It's much more patchy there. The M5 northbound at junction 2 for Albury, we've got one lane closed with an accident. Also, the M5 further down, southbound side 7, which is Evesham, to 8 the M50. We've got an accident there. Now, at least one lane is shut. They may have to hold the traffic to move the vehicle. It hasn't happened yet. I'm waiting for more information. Also, to the M3 southbound, the accident at 8 for Andover is still being cleared. We've still got 2 lanes shut. M25, finally, not too bad. Clockwise, 13 to 16 is heavy. Anti-clockwise, kind of 14 Heathrow to 11 at Chertsey is busy. Across the bottom, 9 to 7 to the M23. We've got a big queue. Back with another one for you with Joe and Simon in half an hour.
Because I'm guessing, and I've not been to one, the Bus Fest is old ones, new ones, foreign ones, different colours, single-decker, double-decker. I mean, how can you go wrong with that?
I got a man with 2 left feet, and when he dances not to the beat, I really think that he should know that his rhythms go, go, go. I got a man with 2 left feet, and when he dances not to the beat, I really think that he should know that his rhythms go, go, go. Does he wash up? Never wash up. Does he clean up? No, he never cleans up. Does he brush up? Never brushed up. He does nothing. The boy does nothing. Does he wash up? Never wash up. Does he clean up? No, he never cleans up. Does he brush up? Never brushed up. He does nothing. The boy does nothing. Hey boy, how you been? I got 1,000 lines. Where do I begin? And I've been hip and they're traveling. I saw you at the corner. My vibe kicked in. And tills, I clock you wearing tight jeans, real nice suit. You were smiling like you were just 17. I asked you for a dance, you said yes please. Take a sip of dancing juice. Everybody's on to you. To the left and to the right. Everybody hit the rhythm, it's on tonight. I'm gonna feel the beat within my soul. I need a man to take control. Let the melody blow you all away. Does he wash up? Never wash up. Does he clean up? No, he never cleans up. Does he brush up? Never brushed up. He does nothing. The boy does nothing. Does he wash up? Never wash up. Does he clean up? No, he never cleans up. Does he brush up? Never brushed up. He does nothing. The boy does nothing.
The boy does nothing.
Work it out now. Work it out now.
Brilliant. Alicia Dixon, The Boy Does Nothing. Joe and Simon to follow the 5. We return tomorrow with movie starlet Annette Bening and actor and doc maker Ross Kemp. I'm getting out of here.